Okay, as you can see, the bicycle is on the kitchen table and we are ready to remove the rear wheel to then install the motor that is somewhere in this house. Anyway, because I'm also moving, just moved to a new apartment, so you see my house is a complete mess. Anyway, so we have to remove the two bolts here, 1 and 2 on the other side. So we get out the wheel and then we install the other one. And why for the other YouTuber works? Maybe it's this. No. Yeah, I have to do it. Now I'll put... Why for the other works? Now I have to put the phone here. Oops. And yes, it worked. Where is yes? Yeah. Anyway, sorry for that. But yeah, you need to remove the two bolts. Now, if you have disc brakes, be careful when you remove the wheels, not to bend the disc. And yeah, the rest is with the chain. You just push a little bit the rear derailleur so that the chain comes a bit loose and then you remove the wheel. Easy, easy, easy. And now it's back to the wheel. So for the wheel, what we have to do, let's try to not make everything fall, yes, is to remove the freewheel. And for this you need a special tool, which is I can leave actually a link in the description for a nice video from which you can understand which tool you have to use. But for that maybe is I'll go to a repair shop, so I don't need to buy the tool. See you later.
A few moments later.
Okay, so just came back from the shop. They removed the freewheel from the rim, and now before installing this piece of dirt and rust back into the motor, the new one, what I will do is that I will clean it up, both these, probably also the disc brake and the chain. I will try to clean it up with a mix of acetic acid, probably water, soap, and baking soda. I hope that will work, and also an old toothbrush. Let's see how it works. There you go. I have prepared here my jar. I will put this as well. There are other pieces from the transmission, gears, whatever. Now, I haven't been able to remove the bicycle chain, but the thing is that this doesn't have like a quick link or so anything I can remove. So I will need a special tool to remove it, but maybe there's no need to do it. I will just do this. So get very close to this and then use a bit of handwork. Now, I bought this for less than €1. It's in, or acetic acid, I think it's in English. Now, if I can open it somehow, maybe not. How do I open it? Yeah, there you go. Come on, yes. Okay, what I will do, I'll just pour this in that. There you go. It smells a bit. But yeah, then I will leave them there for a while. Also, I need to clean the chain with an old toothbrush, and they should be nice and clean after that. Oh, in the meanwhile that the chain, the gears are like soaking in their cleaning mixture, what we can do is that we need to move the tires, the inner tube and the disc to the rim with the motor. So now I actually need only to move the disc because actually I bought a new inner tube and a new tire. Schwalbe something, Schwalbe Hurricane 29-inch. For the disc I need to do something because this is a star screwdriver, as you can see, and it's also a bit rusty anyway. So I don't have this kind of tool, so maybe I need to buy one. But in the meanwhile I can install this. Given that this is not a video about replacing tires for bicycle, I will skip this part. See you later. Okay, for you probably, I don't know, a few seconds passed, but for me 2 weeks, come on, stay up. I've managed to clean the transmission. So look, this is the freewheel. Okay, it's not perfectly clean, but still. This is a piece of the gear change. Okay. Now at least we can see it's a Shimano. This is the front sprockets, and the chain. Now the chain finally regained its original color in gray instead of being completely black. Now I'm far from saying it's perfect, but it's okay to ride. And by the way, I fixed the rear derailleur problem. But in the end it was something extremely easy, because one of the two screw here, the one that like block the sliding of the derailleur, one is for the end and one for the start. The one that was for the end was completely like screwed in, and yeah, it was blocking the mechanism. So easy fix for this as well. Now what we have to do is to have to put the freewheel back on the yeah, it's a mess here, but back on the wheel with the motor, and we should be nice to go. There is only one problem that I didn't expect, to be honest, and the fact is that given that this connector is quite big, this does not pass through the freewheel. So I have to remove completely this connector, plug in the freewheel, and yeah, do the rest. Additional work. Okay, so we actually I was a bit mistaken in the first video. So the problem is that this bolt couldn't pass through the freewheel, and to remove this bolt I had to, you know, disassemble this connector here. So now hopefully this will go through, but before that we need to put a bit of grease on the freewheel, and I will put a little bit on the on the rim as well. This is to prevent that the two basically bond together and they will get stuck forever. So I will use a bit of grease. I don't know, I've bought this, whatever grease you have is good. I would not recommend to use oil because oil tends to go away with time, but whatever grease you have is fine. So we'll put a little bit here and a little bit here. Okay, we'll put a bit of grease there and there. I'm always a bit messy with those stuff because I'm not very precise, but now it's time to couple them if I can manage. Yeah. Okay. So remember, this is a fine pitch, so you don't have like, if you see a bit of resistance, yeah, try to again match it. But it went through just fine. And there we go. Perfect. So as you saw, I didn't like had to do a lot of force here, but we will do it using the pedals. So later you will see how to do it. But as long as it spins freely, and it does, that's fine. Okay, almost ready. Before installing back the wheel into the frame, we have to remember that usually we will need brakes. If you have disc brakes, then you have to do it before. And here you see that we have these nice screws. Actually here there is a, you see this kind of washer. I don't know if I have to remove it or not. So I don't know if the disc goes below or above it, but I will find out soon, I think. Okay, so that little washer had clearly to go away because it's made of plastic, it can bend and whatever. So we keep on installing the screws here that came with the wheel, and in theory, those wheels should be like should be covered with a bit of thread lock, but I don't have it. So for the moment, I'll not use it. Then when I buy it, it's quite easy to take them out, put it on, and then put them back. And in the meanwhile, I'll keep on putting those screws. Remember when, well, I strongly recommend when you like screw and tighten those screws, it's like to tighten those in like crossing screws. So it's don't do like this and then this and then this, but it's gonna be this and then this and then this and then this on the other side, and then, you know, and then this and then this. It's like of a star movement. Okay, so I did this, then I have to do this, and so on and so forth. We will now try to put the wheel back in place, even though I'm filming, so with one hand it's gonna be impossible. I try to like get a grasp of the process. Of course, this is not what it is supposed to do, but okay, I need two hands here, so it's gonna be offline. Okay, after a while I managed to do it, so as you can see, now we can fasten the bolt here and here. And So you have like a couple of washers there. Maybe there is an additional one, probably this that doesn't need to be used, but I leave it there. Probably that is for like a bigger size frame, so the dropout of the rear hub is bigger than this. This, if I'm not mistaken, is 135, and this wheel can go up to, I think, 142 millimeters. Yeah, something like that. So check that the wheel like spins freely, and at this point what you need to do is to check that we have enough clearance on both sides, because it can be that this that the tire is a bit offset from the center. So in that case you have to adjust with the washers that you have here, but in this case we are good. At this point, what I didn't tell you is that I loosen a bit the two wheels here, the two screws, sorry, this one and this one. This holds the brake caliper in position, so we have a bit of free space here to make some adjustment. So what I do recommend usually is like to do something very stupid, but usually it works. What you do is that you pull the rear brake. At that point, the caliper gets aligned perfectly with the disc, and at that point, with the rear brake still activated, you fasten the screws that you have loosened before. At that point, the caliper should be aligned with the disc. How you check it is that you spin it, and if the wheel goes freely, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, disc brakes usually always put a little bit of drag, but if it's very little, doesn't matter. At least to me. If you're a perfectionist, probably yes. Then in that case, I don't know what you have to do. Now, of course, the caliper is not aligned, so there is drag indeed. But for today, I'm tired, and that's it. I will continue tomorrow. Okay, now that we have the bicycle on two wheels, say, it's time to re-put the transmission back in place. So I'm gonna work from this side. And we have to bring this guy up to work.